what do you consider as made it in the music industry? Now, I had this conversation with a friend of mine. We was having a drink the other night, and we're sitting down having a chat, and we was chatting about, at what point do you feel you made it in the music industry? And I kind of said, you know what? I said, I think the day I was working full time music and I was going into a studio to actually work, that was for me, that was then you've made it. That's because that's the dream. This is the thing, is that's the dream. That's the dream that everyone probably watching this who isn't working full time in a studio, for instance, but wants to, but is still working a 9 to 5 normal job. That's the dream. That's what everybody wants. They want to be sitting in a studio, because this is, look, to be honest, this is like most of us guys, this is our happy place. You know what I mean? This is our kind of our escape from everything. Now, the fact is, I was having another conversation with someone the other day, and I said to him, like, look, if I retired, this is where I'd be when I retire. You know what I mean? If I was working a normal job and I had a Monday, bank holiday Monday, where I had the day off, I'd be in the studio. I'd want to be in the studio. So this isn't a job to me. This is fun. I go to the studio and have fun. I love what I do. So I think that's not even made it in the music industry. That's made it in life, in my opinion. If you're waking up in the morning, you can't wait to get to work. That's an incredible way to be. It's unbelievable. Trust me. If you can actually achieve that, your life, like the way you view life, is incredible. So I don't like. I don't feel like I work. I work probably 18 hours a day, but I love that. I love working 18 hours a day. I want to work those hours. Now, I don't work all of those hours in the studio. I'll work doing admin and stuff like that. So, but to answer the question is like, when do you feel that you've made it? I think you've made it when if you're working in the music industry and you're doing your thing, whether that's if it's something you're enjoying and you're working in the music industry, you've made it. Even if it's doing live sound, if it's doing, if you're doing Foley, you're doing this, whatever you're doing mixing, mastering, whatever. If you're working in this industry, you've made it. And if you're earning a living in the industry, you've made it. Because look, here's the other thing is, there's so many people who want to be working in this industry. If a job went out, if I put a job post out saying we have a studio we've built, it's fully kitted out with a mastering chain, and we need to put a mixing engineer in there, I would get hundreds of applications. Hundreds. There are so many people that would apply for that sort of job. Everybody wants to be doing this, but not everybody is. So I don't think you've got to be massively successful. Like some people, they may say, oh yeah, made it in the music industry, you've got to have won a Grammy. No, I don't think that's true. That's lovely and everything, but I don't think that's not when you've made it. You've made it if you're working, if you're doing your thing and enjoying yourself, you've made it. That's my honest opinion on it. It's a very humble, honest opinion about it. And some people, look, what do you think? Put it in the comments. What do you think? At what stage have you made it in the music industry? Some people will say sell 100,000 copies of a record. Others might say, they might have a little bit lower. They might, 100,000 streams. But in all honesty, I just think if you're working and you're earning good money and you're earning a living in the music industry, doing what you enjoy, you've made it. So yeah, if you've never thought of it like that, and you are one of these people that are working in the music industry, look, give yourself a pat on the back and go, do you know what? I actually have. I've actually made it. And you have, honestly. I'll stand by this one. If you're working in this industry right now, you've made it. So congratulations if that's you. And if it's not, don't stop. Because trust me, it's the most fulfilling thing in the world. If you can be working in a studio or just working in this industry, it is so ridiculously fulfilling. Work and work and work and work until you achieve it. Trust me, it's so rewarding.